We are on day 25 in the Show Up Challenge. Can you believe? My goodness, it's been 25 days, day 25. Oh, Terry is here. Terry, it's very good to see you. We go way back. We got some interesting stories to share too. But way back. So, yesterday we talked about the tools that you need to get the job done. So, what are those tools that you need to get the job done? And I shared with you about the different technologies and the machines. That might have sounded boring to you all, but it's amazing. The chair you're sitting on or the bed that you're laying in, that's actually all technology. If somebody had to think about that and create it, that's actually technology. We generally think about our devices, our computers and our speakers, our portable speakers, or I gave you the example of this storage device, this external hard drive, your cell phones. But technology is everything or anything that someone created for us and for our convenience. I gave you examples of them in the home, at work, and also our modern day, which I just mentioned, and as well as the industries, especially the medical industry, is always research and being created today because just the improvement of a lot. I talked about it speeds up our life and improves our lives. It includes growth. It creates jobs. It's so many things. It makes it more mobile. I'm not sure if I shared that with you, but the vehicles that we drive, the car we drive, that's all technology, and all the parts and things that are involved in it is also technology. I shared with you a little bit of my story, and I gave you also some action steps to take. So in my story, I shared with you a little bit about how I use technology to help myself and pull myself out of this narcissistic relationship that I was in, this marriage, this type of marriage that I was in, and how it was, I used that actually just to help me. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the funds to pay for any type of services to help and pull me out, but I used it. I showed you the book. I used the search engine, and I started searching on what this was and how I can help myself. It took years, and I recovered from it, and I am over it. You all have been saying, and I've seen that it has been really a blessing for you. It's been benefiting you, and I am glad for that. I had asked a question inside of the group yesterday, so definitely go in there and you can also answer that question. I asked, I think, why did you join the challenge? Oh, I can't remember because I'm focused on today. So today is about, do you all know what today is about? I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to give you a moment. Here in Propelled to Greatness is also in the title. Do you see it there, or did you see it? What is today all about? Don't quit. That's right. That's what today is all about. Keep going is a must. You must keep going. So let me just tell you, why do we quit, first of all? Because we're not committed. Sometimes we're afraid. It's really easy to start. We say things like, I like to do this, or I like to go somewhere, or I want to do a certain thing, or I wish I could do something, or you say, I should have, because should have means that you've already decided you're not going to, or I need to. But those are reasons why we start the process of quitting. That's really more wishful thinking. But what it is, quitting basically is permanently leaving the thought, the idea, the plan, or what you started. It's important for us not to quit. When we quit, we are discontinuing and we're breaking off. When we do it sometimes because we're protective, which we're protecting ourselves, we actually stop growing when we quit. And so you have been continuing on with this Show Up Challenge. That's what this was all about as well, not quitting. You all know my story. When I first started this, I quit. 3 days into it, I said, oh no, I felt embarrassed. I did not know. I wasn't sure. And I wanted to be certain. And you cannot be certain with things often, but you have to go through it anyway. You must go through that process. So a lot of times we stop quitting because we just don't have enough information. That has been a big problem for me many times. But how to stop quitting is that to lower your expectations. Stop expecting things to be a certain way and perfect or in a certain manner before you continue or before you start. You are stronger than that. And so you must think stronger. And you could also do what you've heard this term before, fake it till you make it. You've heard that. I certainly did it. I did it with my very first job, not my job, my very first business. I had no idea, but I knew I wanted to start a business. I knew I did not want to go into the workplace again. And so I decided not to quit, and I did it anyway. I did it during a time of a recession. It was the worst time to start a business. At least that's what I thought. But I hear now that a recession is the best time to start a business. And I faked it till I made it. And honestly, in my mindset, I kept faking and faking. I was making it, but in my mind, I was still performing. I was still acting. And I used to say often when I was teaching my business startup classes, I would say, become an actress, become an actor, and act like it. I see Francine is here. Francine says she's so proud of me. Thank you. Thank you, Francine. I guess you're proud of me because I did not quit. I'm not quitting. Nope. I'm going forward. Wait until I show this example to you today. So anyway, let me continue. So I'm asking you to stay here. Stay here, stay alive. And I don't mean stay alive, don't commit suicide, don't take your life, but stay active. Stay also aware. Oh, yeah, there was a time when I didn't want to be here. I wanted to disappear. I did not want to exist anymore. Those are the words that I say. We say all kinds of ways. But yeah, there was a time, I've been there before. But stay here. I made a decision and I chose to stay here. The other thing I want to tell you is don't compare yourself with other things or other people. You are special and uniquely made for yourself. The way that you're made in the skin that you're in, you're made in the body that you're in, you're made and purpose to be in the family that you're in and in the situation you're in. You can pull yourself out of the situation if you're not happy with the situation. It really starts with our mind. That's what it all starts with. So go through, and I'm going to give you an object lesson today. I'm going to give you an object lesson, but I'm going to tell you something. I went through a lot. I had surgery, and the surgery was supposed to be real quick, and I ended up in ICU. Lost all my blood and all the blood they gave me. And I'm still here. I'm still healthy, and I thank God for that. I also, as I shared with you, I experienced the ordeal of being in a narcissistic marriage out of that. And it was other relationships other than that marriage that I had experienced. I recently, and I say recently, 5 years ago, experienced 5 surgeries, 5 eye surgeries. Yes, I went through all of those. And each one was a threat of a possibility that my sight would not come back. I also experienced a rollover accident. And they actually was wondering when I went back to claim the car, where was the blood? Because they said accidents like that actually results in decapitation. And they couldn't understand why there was no blood. Yes, I went through a lot. And there's a whole lot more that I've gone through. And I know that you have gone through as well. So let me just show you this example. This object lesson. This is you. You see this? Okay, so it's really not you. This is really a stirrer. But I'm going to use this as an example of you. It reminds me of a stick person. But it's a stirrer that you put in your hot drink, your coffee, or your tea. And then this right here, I'm just going to put you down for a minute. This is the obstacle. Okay, this is the top of one of those clear bottles, those not bottles, but the clear cups. So this is the problem. This is what it looks like, this size. This is what it actually is, this size. And this is you. So here, I'm going to use this as an example. This is you. And let me just put this down so I can just tell you all your parts. This is your head. This is your neck. This part is your torso. And then the lower part are your legs. Queen is here. Terry says, you are so blessed. You are here for a reason. Amen. Amen, Terry. Yes, for sure. So let me continue with this. Thank you so much. So here, this is you. This is the problem. This is the problem that you see. But the reality, the issue is, or the challenge is, or the opportunity is this. But you see this. So you probably know where I'm going. So I'm going to turn you sideways. So what happens is you see the obstacle, you said, I'm going to do it, and you make a decision and you do it. And then you go ahead and you start to go through. Then when you get right here, you see where you are? You get right here, and that's your mind, that's your head. And you say, oh no, I can't do it. And then you start to back up. And I'm going to say to you, you must go through. Make a decision, go through. By the time you get here, that's your neck. Your neck, and you feel like you're choking. And you're like, oh no, you start to go back to your mind, you start to think. And I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to encourage you to stay with it and continue to go through. When you make a decision to continue to go through, fake it. When you continue to stay awake, stay aware. When you tend to lower your expectations and just be stronger and just make a decision to go through like I did, to make a decision to do this challenge anyway, then you start to see your body just go all the way through. Now you're down at your waistline, you're down at your torso. Bear with me. I don't want to drop you all here. Me too. And you just go right on through that issue. And this is what you don't see this, because you know what? You are going through, and you have passed that. You have gone through that. I encourage you. I hope that object lesson was good for you and to help you to understand we must go through whatever it is that we're dealing with. It is really simple. It is not that much. Some of you wanted to start a business. I encourage you to talk with me about your business startup. I told you, I haven't told you how many. I've started 5 businesses, now 6 businesses with no money, all successful. You can do that as well. Go through. It looks like this. It's huge, but it really is. It's really just this. So you can go through. So that is the story today about keep going is a must, no matter what. It's about not quitting in any area, in all areas. Whether you start a business, whether you start a new recipe, I started a new challenge, y'all, after the birthday, and I ate everything because I do that. But every year I gain weight. So while in the midst of my birthday, I decided that I was going to get back to that size that I wanted to get back to. I really want to get to a size 8. The husband doesn't want that, but then this is my body. I'm getting back to a size. I really want to go to a size 6, and maybe I'll come back up. He wants me at a 10. Anyway, I started another challenge, and it's going to be a 30-day vegan diet. I started the day after my birthday, which is on day 24, yesterday. And I'm eating all vegetables. I don't know much about a vegan diet. I just know it's not any animal products. And so it's going to be all vegetables. And I'm going to be posting also the different foods that I'm going to be eating. And I am going to be doing a weight in. But I didn't put my weight in this time. Francine says, moving our limit line. All right. She says she loved the object lesson. Wonderful. I'm glad that was good for you. And I'm sure that was great for everyone else. Make sure that you comment on it. And thank you all again. You all continue to express your condolences for our family's loss. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that so much. My niece is on my mind every day, regardless. But I smile because I know where she is. So my question is always if this is helping you, and which of these topics is what I'm curious about also has been good for you as well. Which one has stood out for you the most? Your action step today is to state, what is it? What is that one thing? Just one thing. You could make a list of many of the things, but what's that one thing that you have been thinking about doing, that you thought about, you said you should, because I said I should when I did the challenge and didn't do it 3 years ago, or you've been wanting to do? What is that one thing? Make a note of it and then come up with a plan of how and what you're going to do that. Place it inside of the comments here so we can know and support you all and celebrate you in that. You may want to write a book. I had a book. I was inspired to write a book when I was, 22 and never wrote that book. I have since written a book. I am a best-selling author. But I have two other books that are going to be coming out. I started and didn't finish it, and one of those was another one that I started, but I didn't continue. But that's going to happen. All of that stopped. Remember your prizes. You got an American Express, a $100 American Express gift card coming that's going to be given away, an Amazon $50 gift card, and also another American Express $25 gift card, along with many other prizes they're going to be giving away. Andre is here. You came in anyway. Wonderful. Despite everything, so good and so wonderful to see you here. You got your action step, what you need to do. And what I want you to do today, and also if you want to join me in a 30-day challenge, I might just go ahead and share it here, and we'll just stay right here in the Propelled to Greatness group, because it's all about pushing yourself forward, propelling you, and moving you forward to your greatness. So, my wish for you today is that, and all throughout this challenge, is that this challenge is a benefit to you, that it helps you to grow, that this challenge helps to perfect you in all those areas, in other areas of your life. And I really do mean that. And I wish that the best for you today and every day. And I'll be back here on tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been excited about this challenge. Yes, you know what? Before I end, let me just say this. I wanted to quit. I actually didn't even, it was past the 3 days, but I already made a decision that I was going to go through this challenge. And I would say by day 7 or day 8, I was excited about it. I was motivated, and I was like, oh, this is wonderful. One time I came here, I had no earrings. First 2 times, there was no lipstick. I thought it was 3, but I went back and saw it was only 2 times. And I think it was the 3rd day, last minute, I decided, let me put some lipstick on. You all are showing up here, I tell you. Francine says, hello, Andre. And praying hands are up to Andre. Yes, I know Andre appreciates that. So, yes, so listen, stay here. Stay with what it is that you always wanted to do. Keep going. Don't quit. Don't let go. Just keep going. Terry says, this message was for me to not quit. Oh, I'm so glad, Terry. She said, I am studying to be a notary signing agent. Oh, I can use your service. I need to study and learn the legal rules to pass the test to be certified. How timely is that? Nothing is by chance. Terry says, I need to focus. She's going to start today to study more. Wonderful. That's so great. That's good. Terry says, I don't want to quit. And she's not going to quit. She said, thanks for the talk today. This message is for me. This message is for Terry. This message is for so many who are going to hear this. Yes, do not quit. And I'm sure others who are here, you probably can't get your typing in fast enough. And as soon as I sign off, all of a sudden, all of them are going to come in. I still am grieving as well. So again, I say to you, my wish is that this has been a blessing for you, that is great for you. Terry has already said this, so many of you have already shared that. Continue to join me in the challenge. I don't always know what the title is going to be. I allow the Spirit in me, allow God in me to tell me what the subject is going to be. I do have the titles, and some of them I have, and some of them he just gives me, and then that becomes a title. So have a good day today. I will see you all again on tomorrow. Take care now. Bye.